Islam Tribe. It's your boy Noble. I'm here with the Chicago Moors, and today the theme is chessboard. And we basically gonna cover some of the stuff we covered last time we came on here, but we gonna go a little bit more in depth, and we gonna talk about nationality. We gonna hit on the census a little bit and whatever else pop up. Turn Jeezy down a little bit. So, why is we talking about the chessboard? Because you know we got these straw men, and they have different statuses. Just like chess pieces, they got different functions. Pawns can only, you know what I'm saying, move up one or two out on the first move, or go over if they taking something. They really send off, you know what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of us are, whether we Moors or blacks, cause in reality, if we ain't updated that straw, your estate classified as black. You can have all the paperwork you want in the private. You ain't updated that public, it's gonna be labeled black. And black is the pawn in this chess game. Now, what people not realizing is that you not none of these pieces. You are the original people that's playing the game. At least that's what you're supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to be. But the problem is, our people think they one of the pieces. This way you got stuff, you got people writing books called $1 Million Slaves. Because they think because they a queen, they think they a queen on the chessboard. And then end up going to jail for tax evasion because they forgot they was a slave. They forgot they had that Negro tax. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. One of the reasons why this is important is because it's 2020 and they doing a force move now. If we was playing chess, I would call this a power move. That's what I like. If once I get you in position, it's power move times. I'm finna force you to move. You know what I'm saying? Take the piece I want you to take so I can take what I want, or get out the way and get in a worse position. You know what I'm saying? And they done inch the people into that position to what now they doing power moves. If your ass ain't competent, it's finna cost you now. So they got this census, 2020 census. And the thing about this census, your citizenship of your straw man is finna be documented, whether you like it or not. Now, Donald Trump wanted the question on the census, but the court ruled against it. So he made a whole agency to get the citizenship of your straw in connection with this census. So don't fill out nothing if you don't want to, while you still operating with the straw. Like Moors is out here playing games. You got credit cards in the straw, your diploma in the straw, your check coming in the straw, you can call the case in the straw, but you come home and now you super Moor. Now you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not doing that. That's de facto. That's de facto energy. That's fiat energy. Like, come on, man. So, I mean, if you ain't got a straw, then you don't even need none of this. You ain't operating in commerce. I'm talking about playing the game. We want to be successful in it. We really ain't mad at the game. We really want to be successful in the game. We really mad because we going around here talking about ourselves long master, and we ain't got a slave. We the slave. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be playing the pieces, not being the piece. We acting like we the damn piece. So on this census, they want to know on question number 9. Ain't that a coincidence? Question number 9.
Okay.
Question number 9, they want to know your heredity. They want to know the name of the person, which is the corporation, the straw. And they want to know the origin of the straw, which means they want to know your nationality. Because the straw is based in the original people of a piece of land. Basically, people with a nationality. So now, you really need to know which piece do what on the chessboard. Because you got people that's recognized as authority for Moorish Americans claiming to have their 63rd year of independence from, you know what I'm saying, Northwest Africa. You know what I'm saying? As if we wasn't over here, as if we not Aboriginal in all these people proclamations. You know what I'm saying? So why y'all keep trying to put us over there? We over here in the empire, Aboriginal. So if you want to be white, you gotta put one of these countries from Northern Africa, Southern Europe, or the Middle East. What they call the Middle East. Which means you finna be an immigrant. You not from over here. If you want to be black, you already know that's the worst status anyway. Then you gotta be off the land. What they got? Jamaica, Haitian, Nigerian, Ethiopian. Once again, an immigrant, and you're not even real people. American Indian. That's the one that I got my eye on, because it's a corporation based in the original people of North, Central, and South America. Now, I ain't got to go through all these straws. Y'all pretty much know. Like I said, they different pieces on the chessboard. You don't want to be the pawn. Where is that? So, the whole purpose is, we not like trying to get rich. It's not that. The whole purpose is, like the story of Noah, make you a boat for this flood when that dollar crashed all the way. This ain't about getting some property. These people, like, I don't be understanding people out here trying to teach other people about all the booty to be had when it's finna be some shit. Now, I showed that census. Now, if you don't fill out the census, what they gonna do is just fill it out for you. And if you look like me, your state gonna be labeled black, which means it's gonna be under the protection of the United States, which means you're gonna be in violation of Article 20 of our treaty, which means they gonna have jurisdiction over you. According to my interpretation. Might not be right. You know, I can be corrected as well. But the whole purpose is we stuck in this commerce anyway. We call it de facto for a reason. These people is in power at the moment. So we can operate in this commerce though. We got a treaty of peace and friendship, an amity in commerce. You know, we can use our treaty and be tax-free in this commerce. We can have a boat in this commerce. We can play the commerce game. Like the prophet said in Divine Warning, what'd he say? Gold, silver, and commerce is for the citizens alone. So that's for us if we choose to do it. It's for us because they can't tax us up out of it. We not slaves. Slaves, they working hard, they still getting taxed. So it's taking that label, it's like that time taken up out of their life. It's slavery. Working for nothing. So, it's different ways to operate. How do you want to operate in this commerce? How do you want to play the game? I had a conversation with somebody who's supposed to be important for one of these groups. Nah. They organization is some type of non-profit. And he told me that's the only correct way. He told me that we need to come through them, and everybody want to be the chief, that's the problem, and they the only way, and this is that and the other. See, to me, that's the reason why when you hear stuff like that, run. Anytime somebody's saying they the only way and they don't one this or that, like, what's so special about you? Explain that first of all. Why they let you do it and nobody else? Because I done seen that before. You know, I done seen that, like a lot of this stuff the reason why I can understand it and see it in a different way is because I've seen it behind the wall. I've seen people who get special privileges that nobody else get, and I know why they get it. Like, this ain't rocket science. You know, I've seen how, like, I look at how they got the hood structure. You have like a little mini mall, the laundromat, the McDonald's, is the LA Fitness. It's just like the joint. You got the chow hall, the gym, the laundry. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they got it structured out here like the same way in there. This a bigger prison. So the only thing that's differentiating the prison, the slavery, is your status. So me and a black can be in the same situation, and my status, which is really my mental, which makes me majority, is gonna determine my outcome and probably give me a better chance than him. You know, he not gonna have no recourse. I'm gonna have, first of all, the thought to rebut, you know, and to be able to defend, like I've done with these brothers that's in here right now. So this the game. It's the commerce game. It's the chess game. So you need to know the rules. So one of them was what I was just saying. That straw man need to get, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it need to get updated. You know, once I find out I can make this, I'm trying to use a chessboard term. You know, once I find out I got a pawn that I can make into a queen, I gotta go ahead and make that happen. I'll put it like that. And that straw man is like that. Why would I go around with the worst status when I can modify it and have it with the best status under treaty, under supreme law of the land? And then really play the commerce game. Since I'm forced into this commerce, prophets say the only way out the fire is through the fire. And that's how I feel. Like, oh, you gonna force me to do commerce? Oh, okay. Let me do some commerce. But not domestic commerce. I want to do foreign commerce. Because Moors, like when I was reading that citizenship, United States and expatriation, Moors are aliens. But we are qualified aliens. So that what Taj be talking about, that portion of our vast estate, that's what those instruments are. So we qualified to use those without being obligated. It's in your Zodiac Constitution as a Moor. But you got to know that. And you got to be that. Now, it's also in the Zodiac Constitution, and me and Ak was just tripping on that the Negroes, we acknowledge that the Negroes, which now called the blacks, are the property of these Europeans. Basically, if you got your estate labeled black, same thing we saying. It's under United States protection. Now, if you read that same citizenship of United States expatriation about, I think it's like page 478, the section talking about Morocco, it says that Moroccan subjects only lost nationality by being naturalized in or being protected by a nation that they had treaty with. We got treaty with the United States. So if you're being protected by them, you know, that's one way to lose nationality according to that document. And that's from 1906. That's from all the way back then. Now these people want you to believe. See, these the chess moves being done. These people want you to believe that you became a United States citizen because of the Civil Rights Act of 1866 after the Civil War. So they saying, because they want to say that they freed our people, right? I'm saying, if you freed our people, why didn't we go back to whatever we was before you start damaging us? Whether people want to believe we came from Africa, why we ain't go back to one of the nationalities over here? How do we become United States citizens? Getting free. See, these are the chess moves being done. If you know the real history, why didn't we really go back to our nationality as Moors if you freed us? How is you freeing us talking about you making us U.S. citizens? When 8 U.S. Code 1481 said it got to be a voluntary action. You can't just change somebody's nationality. But they want you, like we did you a favor. We gave you rights, made you a paper citizen. See? So you forced into commerce. They made you a paper citizen, so now it's by contract. You contracting your straw man into this slavery, thinking it's you. So now this the new slavery, the commerce. So this is the wrong way to play the game. This is the wrong way. And I say, like, you want to build a boat, like the dollar done crashed already. Like I said, this ain't to get rich, it's to not get taxed. It's to shield yourself from the tax. The tax is what's hurting everybody. Shield yourself from the tax. Prepare like the prophet said. Like you said, if you ain't ready, get ready. Get ready. Get that 3 months at least worth of everything. So that's what this is for. This ain't to know what I'm saying. And also, this is to alert you, because we need to talk about nationality as well. Let me go and hit on that now, because it's people out here talking about they got naturalization, the only naturalization process recognized, and naturalization is taking away your Moorish nobility. In order for a Moor to naturalize, you have to renunciate your Moorish nobility. That's 8 U.S. Code 1448. Let me write these on the board. 1448. Look, 1481 as well. Both of those got to do with nationality. Talked about this last time, but still, it's important. That's important. Also, 1861, they dissolved the republic. So all this stuff fraud anyway. That's why. This is why you get the case dismissed as a Moor, because it's transactions. It's transactions. The only time it's a real crime, and it's still being the transaction made. The only time it's a real crime being had is when you injure a real one of the people or they property. But they still gonna charge the estate. But like traffic tickets, all that type of stuff. No injured party, ain't no warrant, like ain't nothing lawful about it. All this stuff business. So that black vessel in commerce, you can know all this. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had the law. I seen somebody posted on Facebook the other day that it's the law where they said, matter of fact, it's in Black's Law Dictionary, the law for under the definition of colored. And they talk about how it's the judge don't have to acknowledge, nothing black. It's nothing in the law they have to acknowledge and all that type of stuff. Right. See, this is the status. This is the status of the estate. So we be on social media as far as Moors, right? We be on here knowing a bunch of codes. Still ain't updated the status though. Then try and do something, we get Dred Scotty. I know because it happened to me. I tried to sue everybody. They basically Dred Scotty me. You ain't got the status. Even though I'm talking, lawfully. Filing affidavits and discoveries. So I'm going down the progression of what I'm coming to you with is from my study as well as experience. You know, it ain't just me reading a code. So I'm in the process. Some of this stuff, like I say, some of this stuff I've done. Some of this stuff I'm doing. Some of this stuff, you know, I'm gonna do. It's not, you know, but I'm showing you this. I'm citing the information for you, and we know what it is. We under UCC. We under Admiralty law. Everything is business. That's why they always using that all capital letter name. That straw. See, they got identifiers in commerce. They want to know what they property is, what vessels is of the United States. That's like in 18 U.S. Code, Chapter 1. So we playing this commerce game. We playing chess. That's the idea. But Moors need to learn. They need to learn what pieces move on this chessboard. You need to learn the rules. You need to learn some law, because these pieces is wicked. Like, don't look at it like it's black over here and white over there on this chessboard. In this real game of chess, a lot of their best pieces got a fez on and look like us. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get so close. So they on there talking about naturalizing. Like, that's and if you know the law, you know. See, if you know how the pieces move, you already know. Damn, that's a trap. They talking about they the only way. And then want you to say, and then you saying Islam, ourselves on master. It don't add up. We call ourselves the master. That's Malik. It's a definition for that. See, we got to learn how to read, because these people, we know they know our literature. We know they study us. They win the feds in secret, you know. So Trump got that executive order that he wrote last year, saying he want to know the citizenship of your straw. So I'm saying, what are you going to do? See, people want to argue on Facebook about it as if they can escape having to do something about it. We can argue all day. I'm going to just put the facts out. I'm saying, if you don't do nothing with it, it's going to stay black. But you could do something with it. You could change it. You could at least tie it to the land, because American Indian straw is tied to the land, and it's non-tax. And we got a treaty with these people, most favored nation, to not be taxed. So we can be covered in the public and the private. This is just what I'm on. This is how I'm finna play this game until the crash already happened, and then we gonna wait on the Manchurians. Like, I'm not thinking about, you know, but if maybe they can hold it off for another couple years with their fiat repos. Who knows? I don't know. It's just about being ready. I don't know how long they gonna hold it off. I know the last time I was watching one of them Bloomberg reports, the lady was saying like she was worried like how if it can go past April. So I don't know. You know, they doing like 150 billion fiat notes every night. So we playing this commerce game. So don't you want to get your whole, I mean, it's slavery. We forcing the slavery to degrees. Don't you want to get your whole fiat check? Like, damn. You want to stay on the African American on the African American / United States corporation bus stop? You need a new vessel. You need your own vessel that you can ride around free. Now, let me see. What could I show you as far as in these documents? Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm just looking at everything I got up here. And here is the executive order I was talking about that your boy Trump did. He did this because the court wouldn't put citizenship on the census. So he made an agency to get your citizenship. And now he said he kicking all the aliens that's not qualified off of the federal public benefit, which is the Social Security, food stamps, all that. We know the more is qualified by the treaty, according to 8 U.S. Code 1101 definitions. 15E. That's off the dome. I believe that's correct. So this is what you call notice. That's how I'm looking at it. Trump giving notice. We finna get this citizenship. 100%, that's what he said. Y'all go read the document. It's from July 11th, 2019. We finna get 100% citizenship. So what is you? Is you a citizen? Is you a U.S. national? Is you a non-citizen resident? Like, what is you? Is you a Morris American national? Like, is you an alien? Is you alien to the United States? What pieces is you playing with on this board? Is this stroke gonna be? You know what I'm saying? How you operate? What's the best way for you? It come to this chess. If we looking at it like chess, like for people who identify as black, nationality is like realizing that whichever, take any one of these pieces, whether it's the queen or a pawn, nationality is like realizing you not the piece and that you the person moving all the pieces. That's where nationality come in. So I wanted to hit on it again real quick because people is putting out false information. They saying nationality got to be conferred by these people, and that ain't true. You know, we know in Quran Quest for Moors why we got our nationality. Descendants of Moroccans born in America. So don't let nobody tell you gotta pay for it. There's people out here charging for this process and this course and all this type of stuff. Like, I understand for services, the card and the paperwork and stuff and their time, but nationality is not a $500, $1,500 package. Like, so realize, like, the chessboard is commerce. So you got people who are like, this is business, this is commerce. These people selling the birthright if you incompetent enough. And I know why it's appealing to people, because they want to believe they buying freedom papers until they find out, because they really be believing going hard. This is why they be, you know what I'm saying, losing the house and catching the case and all this type of stuff. I know, you know what I'm saying? Even though I study, I ain't just think I had freedom papers. So nationality is, first of all, who is your mother? First of all, who is your mother? You know, and then how is you identifying? Because you do have to write the contract into this slavery. Which commerce is like a form of war. It's like a form of slavery if you're unconscious. So this what we trying to up the level, the vibration of the people when they come into taking care of the affairs of men, because the affairs of men is contract. We saying all the right stuff, but we scared the contract. We scared to reserve our rights. Now we saying we got all these rights. We know all the codes. So why you don't just reserve them? That mean any contract got to fit to your rights. See, people don't really got the power to go with their free national principles. You know, it ain't really real with everybody. They don't really know exactly what it is. They thinking this thing is an act. They think we gotta act a certain way, like abracadabra. Like you gonna tap dance and ta-da, and then the answer gonna, you know, like you put a quarter in the little machine when you was a kid and something gonna fall down the hatch. No. Right. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Challenge. This ain't none of that. You gotta actually be that, because these people gonna go on you. And you could just look at me. This is why I don't be having sympathy. Because I done been through like all type of circumstances, hurdles and obstacles, and I'm steady going around and going through and finding a way. So if I like, look at me. Look at, like, imagine a stereotype to go with just how I look. So if I can go at it fearlessly, you know, but people gotta get off the fence. You can't want rights and then want to hide at the same time. I don't want to be in the public. It's gonna sell me back into slavery. It's gonna sell you back into slavery, but you sending paperwork to 7 locations to get out the slavery. Like, which one is it? Is you already in it? Is it levels to the slavery? What's the next level to it? Like, is this a video game? We know it's commerce, but where's the extra slavery at? See, it's because people don't really got the concept. They don't even know they really in slavery right now. They don't even know. These people talking over, they don't even know these people talking over our people's head in current documents and proclamations saying the Moorish American, the mentally enslaved Moorish American people. In documents from 2012. These people still don't know about the commerce. These people still don't know we killing them. Genocide. The ones who, know what I'm saying, who are in dishonor. So, you know, I can go a lot of different ways with that. And start talking about our hypocrisy, because this is how we getting tricked. We know these people is inferior. You know, when we get in our own circles, you know, we get highly superior. You know, a peck of wood can't do nothing with us. You know how we get. So innately we know we superior. Why we can't produce it then? But we don't want to admit that we some slaves to these people's system. So which one is it? Is we inferior? If we is, why we can't show it? Know what I'm saying? And if you can show it, show it. If you can't show it, then why can't you show it? What you trying to say? Why you keep complaining? Why you keep protesting? Because you was protesting since I can remember. What, the 60s? Before then? All the way? You know what I'm saying? So we ain't never had rights in this black vessel with the black power. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never had rights. I know it feel good. I know we got a history that we, you know what I'm saying, done clung to, and roots and all that. But what about, y'all know Alex Haley got sued for that roots thing anyway, right? That he plagiarized that and all. Like, when, like, y'all know Black Lives Matter was made by Caucasians. Y'all know NAACP was made by like, when we gonna rise up to they making the parent? It's a matrix inside the matrix. Just like the movie The Matrix, when they thought they were safe in Zion, they outside the matrix, safe in Zion, and still getting the thing, still getting to them. It's a matrix in the matrix. You still ain't safe. So you done thought you done went to and got safe. You done got nationality at this temple. They done naturalized you and put all your stuff in a trust. Now you done heard me on live, and now, know what I'm saying, you want to do stuff by yourself. You like, man, I'm competent. If he can do it, I can do it. Not Grand Sheik like, man, you keep talking like that, I'm going to kick your ass out the temple. You know what I'm saying? That's the temple property. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Be grateful you still living there. Don't talk to me about it no more. Like, I don't know if they would say that, but once your stuff is owned by this trust, it's owned by the trust. That just is what it is, just business. See, we dealing in commerce. You need to go and ask these people who you using as your leader why they not teaching you civics and about trust law, about contract law, when we talk about handling the affairs of men. Because this is what I'm basically trying to, I ain't got a whole bunch of stuff up here, but this is what I'm basically trying to convey. Competency. And then the ability, not only the national principles, not only the competency, but the power, the ability to follow through. You know what I'm saying? To not be scared, to enforce. That's why you say free national principles and power. You know, you gotta have balance. A lot of people act like they don't want the balance. Everything's supposed to be just, the positive force without the negative force. Like there ain't no justice, And like I can go a long way with that one. But we basically focusing on this commerce, because this is how they killing us with the game. They can't go toe to toe with us, so they made this fake ass matrix that enhances them. See, now we playing the color game. We in the game now. See, the matrix. Why is everything a trick, a smoke and mirror? Why they don't just tell us the rules to this thing in the dough? Cause we'll dominate this. We gonna dominate everything. So this is how they have a fighting chance. They trick us. They use trickery, and mix with our hypocrisy in the commerce game, in the chessboard. But the one thing about that game is it's a game. As long as you still breathing, like what you get into, you can undo. That's why you got to learn how to operate in contract. This is when you talk about people rescinding signatures, correcting the record. Like you got free will. You got what they call it the right to self-determination. So you complaining about this corporation, you don't like it? Why you associating with them? Why you ain't informed? Why you ain't started your own society for religious worship? Like it's ways to do stuff. Why you ain't made no moves on this chessboard? Why you still waiting on somebody to be your leader? Why you waiting on a leader? A sacrificial lamb. See, we need to get up out of, we need to come to balance. Because as a people, we too far stuck into this feminine principle. Which we need that, but we need some of that masculine principle. We need that facts. We need, proof to back it, to balance it out. So we know what we talking about. We ain't out here looking crazy. Because a lot of people looking at us like a hypocrite. This is why we doing stuff, don't even know what we doing. We can't even tell you why we done did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I did that. We going off the impulse, the feminine, the feeling. So, this chess game we in. It's just like that. Ain't no restrictions. It don't matter cause you a rook or you a bishop in a game or you a knight or even you a pawn. It's no restrictions. Like it's really going off of and that's why I use chess, because in chess you could be watching the game and you see certain moves that the people playing don't even see. So it don't even matter what piece your straw man is in this game right now. What moves do you see for this piece? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't move a rook like how you can move a rook. They don't see all the moves. You know what I'm saying? So while my straw man still was in that pawn status with cases, me and my brothers were still able to see moves. So, you know what I'm saying? So that pawn didn't get took. And I'm on here talking to you instead of in Cook County for 2 years out of $5,000 worth of FELOC, So, free national principles and power. Like, what is you willing to do? It's like it's like in chess. You put a pawn out there as bait sometimes, and they not gonna take that pawn or they see what's coming behind that thing. So sometimes, like, what you willing to do? In my case, you know, I know enough, you know, and probably they looked at me like, yeah, he enough of a hazard to where we'll go ahead and get him something favorable, and get rid of these cases. You know. So I'm just trying to give you another way to look at this thing. Another way to open your mind up to reading these documents, because I know a lot of people don't be liking to read. This is why they'll call and pay $30 for 30 minutes for you to get them the answer, because they don't want to read. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. You want me to go ahead and read this and decode it and decide and tell you the answer, because man knows not by being told. So you know you cheating right now. You just want the answer. This is why you wouldn't pay that little fiat to get that answer. You know, this is why people be on here getting taxed. Then they come to us with this, with you know, with fiatless. You know, it is what it is. Because we sitting up here, we not just doing it, we funding this movement. We going through our slavery, you know what I'm saying? Then coming back and we doing everything we could possibly do, as far as from this platform, as far as from the Mecca. We doing what we could do. And we are vanguards. We not waiting on nothing. We doing stuff. We doing processes. You know, we not, know what I'm saying? The majority, y'all know the majority of Moors is waiting and asking and doing work, did this work, and trying to get a consensus before they do a process. They're not verifying. This is why it's a lot of complaints and it's a lot of blaming going on. And then they'll turn around and say they're a master. Like, math is math. So, you know, this ain't to, the reason why I can say what I be saying is because I can stand on, I can look back over my own book, you know, and see the dumb, retarded stuff I did. So now I can talk about it, you know. Man knows not by being told. You gotta, you know, I went through. So that's just a little bit on what we call it the chess game. And we're gonna come back, with more videos to get into it in depth, different areas, but we don't want to give you too much, you know, keep every video, you know, in a reasonable range. So I appreciate everybody watching, you know, joining me and the rest of the Moors. Next time, I don't know what we're gonna talk about next time. You got any idea?
Shit, I don't even know whichever way you wanna go.
I don't know. We'll figure out something.
You know, it's always something. It's something new every week anyway.
Yeah, I'll be on fire about something about another day and a half. Something will pop up.
Less than 72 hours.
And yeah, we appreciate y'all. It's love. Peace.